What's good with the guys? It's Mike, aka Buzz Lightyear here. Gonna bring you some quick gameplay of Search and Destroy on the map Resistance. Just a real quick side note too before I get my childhood memories started. This UMP, usually I'm not very, I don't like this gun. I'm not very confident with it. But the other day I happened to just pick it up and try to use it, and I just did absolute work with it. I think I went something like 27 and 4, or I don't remember, 28 and 3. I don't remember what it was. So I decided to start using it a little bit. And I really liked it, and so I've been doing nothing but search and destroy with it, and some free for all, and just trying to get a really good feel for the gun. And in this game, like in Modern Warfare 2, I was never a big UMP fan. I used it because I knew it was one of the stronger SMGs, one of the better ones. You know, I was before I started using this the other day when I had picked it up, I was always a PP90M1 or like an MP7 player. Also, I never, like, I saw kids playing with the Akimbo FMGs, but I never thought, like, to use them. So lately, like, in this gameplay, I think you'll see that I'm using the FMG just regular with maybe a silencer. But when I unlock the Akimbos, I'm just like, holy shit, these guns are obviously so ridiculous. So I'm going to use the shit out of them until they end up nerfing the guns, because I don't know if you guys heard anything. Woody's Gamertag just the other day posted something saying that they will be nerfing these guns. I read something on it too, but they will be making the FMGs a lot weaker, especially the Akimbos. I don't know how they're going to do that, how it's going to work. In my opinion, I think they'll probably still be pretty dominant. But for the most part, the UMP and the FMGs, they're pretty legitimate. I'd say on a scale from 1 to 10, I'd rate this gun at least an 8. I still like the PP90M1's fire ratio a little bit more. I also like the MP7's iron sight a little bit more. But this gun is, I made it one of my creative classes just to give it a little bit of a shot. So hope you guys like the gameplay. Now, the childhood memory that I remember the most, or not the most, but one that sticks out a lot is the time that I had actually been, this was the first time I'd actually gotten drunk all weekend long. It was like a 3-day like binge drink with all my buddies. We all went camping up in Prescott, Arizona, and we just got a bunch of beer. We had one of our buddies' brothers, I think he was like 21 or he had a fake ID. We also had a few parents and stuff that didn't mind letting us drink, and as long as we were safe with it. And obviously parents, you know, they'll think whatever you tell them, they'll think, as long as, you know, you come back alive. But we got really lucky this time that we came back okay. What had happened is we went up to Prescott, and I think between me and my buddy Chad, we were stupid. We didn't understand, like, we didn't really need this much, but we got like 3 30-packs of Bud Light. And at the time, that's all I drank. I don't drink Bud Light anymore. In fact, leave a comment in the comment section below what you guys like to drink as far as alcohol goes. Doesn't have to be beer. It could be vodka, rum, whatever you want. But yeah, so now I'm a big Coors Light drinker. Bud Light just makes me pissed. So we were up north, and we were, you know, we were getting drunk, and my one buddy, his dad, or I think his dad is like the VP or the owner of Night Transportation, and he ended up letting his son tote out one of his sandrails. So we're having fun with the sandrail the entire time while we're drunk, being stupid as all hell. Like, I'd say out of the 72 hours we were up there, I'd say maybe 48, 50 hours of that entire time we were probably hammered. I mean, the only times that we weren't really drunk were the times that we were, you know, driving up and then back. So, God, I fucking failed here too. I almost clutched it. That was the last guy. I think I got like the last 4 guys or 5 guys this round, and that one guy got lucky and got me. It's because I freaked out. Like, I heard it say, you know, that the rounds, you know, that I'm the last guy, and I'm like, oh shit, you know. So I like started freaking out. But yeah, so we're using the sandrail, and I was being dumb as hell. Like, I was always the dumb one. Like, that would always, like, especially when I'm drunk. I'm still like that today. What I'll do is I'll do anything that anyone tells me. Basically, they're like, you know, do this, eat this, you know, jump on that, whatever the case may be, I'll do it. And what happened is my one buddy hit on his sandrail. It was my buddy Kevin, not the Kevin that I said in my last video. This guy's like, I've known him a lot longer than the Kevin in my last video. And a guy named Alex, and they were driving the sandrail, and they're like, Ramsey, get on top. So I'm like, all right, you know, I don't give a shit. So I get on top. That was a fail flashbang. So I get on top of this. It's not like it's like a bar. It's like a cage, like a roll cage. It doesn't even have like a hood. So I'm just kind of like sitting on these bars, and as I'm sitting on the bars, like I'm laughing, having a good time. I'm about to poop all over these 2 kids too. Oh yeah, get wrecked on, poopy in your mouth. No, but so yeah, I'm sitting on the hood of this sandrail, and we're having a fun time. We drive down like this little ravine that had like a cave that went in like a good 40 or 50 feet. and you know, we drink in there and we fucking light a fire or whatever. And well, we came back, and you know, we came back and we got hella drunk, even more a little bit later, and I was riding on the top still, and we're like, all right, let's go back to the cave. We hadn't seen our one friend. I can't remember his name now today, but we hadn't seen our one friend for a little while. And we're like, let's go see if he's with his girl back at the cave or back at the ravine, you know, like swimming or doing whatever. So I get back on the top of the rail and we start going back. And when we go back, we start heading in the, you know, the cave. We're toting some beer in, and we hear some like sounds, like moaning sounds. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? You know, we could hear them. We could basically hear them slam dancing. We could hear them banging ranking inside the cave. So we kind of like, we took like the little flashlight we had and we walked in there, and we thought we'd see them fucking or whatever, but he was straight up just ass slamming his girl, like straight up ass slamming the shit out of her. And well, not literally the shit out of her, but that'd be just fucking gross. But no, they were slam dancing. He was going to town on her ass, and you could totally tell it was her ass he was banging. Find out later that, you know, she was on that time frame of the month that you don't want to do that with your girl, especially when you're like 16. So yeah, that was pretty funny. But it's crazy how the story kind of like how it ends for me, because I mean, that was the funny part of the story, is, you know, you walking on this guy ass slamming his girlfriend and we're only like 16 or 17. It's like, you know, how many guys that are at that age are doing that with their girls. But the part of the story that's the most crazy is the fact that I'm still here today. This guy is fucking stupid, by the way. This guy pissed me off, pissed my whole team off. Like, seriously, look at this. What a late reaction. Get out of here, you fucking poop dick. But yeah, the craziest thing about the story, so I'll try to wrap this up real quick. You know, after we catch them doing that, we're like, all right, we'll leave them alone. We'll be cool about it. So we head back, and my other buddy Adam, he was driving his little 4x4 truck up there, and he kind of followed us back. So Kevin and Alex are on the sand rail, and they're like, yo, Ramsey, get back on top, yo. And I'm like, all right. So I start to get back on top, and Adam's like, dude, Mike, you know, don't go there, dude. Don't do it. They're kind of drunk. So I'm like, all right. I decided to listen to him. I don't know what made me listen to him. My guardian angel must have said something or whatever. But like not even a half second later, we're driving down, and these guys wrecked the sand rail. They literally toppled over the top of the hill and just wrecked the shit out of the thing. They ended up being okay, but it was pretty bad. So I kind of felt blessed that wasn't me being on top, because that probably would have killed me. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the story. I hope you guys liked it. If you could, don't forget, throw me a thumbs up, and you know, comment on the whole alcohol thing. And as always, guys, I hope you're all keeping it real. I hope you like the gameplay. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.